Hieronymus Bosch's Hell panel, or the right panel of the Garden of Earthly Delights triptych, is an extremely complex and detailed work. Bosch's depiction of hell is both symbolic and visually intense. Here is a detailed analysis of the panel. The right panel vividly displays the dark, chaotic, and terrifying nature of hell. The scene is filled with hellfire, smoke, and dark shadows, creating a disturbing atmosphere for the viewer. Various demon figures are depicted throughout the panel. These figures are often portrayed in frightening and grotesque ways. Some demons are shown torturing people in various forms, such as eating them or causing them pain. Hell is populated with fantastic and creatively grotesque monsters that inflict suffering on people. These creatures often combine human bodies with animal heads in monstrous hybrids. The panel is filled with scenes depicting different forms of punishment and torture. For instance, some figures are being devoured by enormous birds or subjected to horrific tortures by demons. These torments are symbolic of the sins committed by the damned. Bosch uses surreal and fantastical elements to depict hell. These include giant trees, suddenly appearing structures, and other bizarre figures. The scenes in hell often show people undergoing torture and suffering. These figures are depicted as experiencing the consequences of their sins, often in grotesque and distorted forms. The panel features a complex composition that reflects the chaotic nature of hell. Each detail is designed to draw the viewer into the dark and frightening atmosphere of the scene. This rich visual arrangement emphasizes the complexity and terror of hell. Representations of sin. Bosch's depictions include scenes representing the 7 deadly sins: pride, greed, envy, wrath, sloth, lust, and gluttony. The punishments for these sins are illustrated in various forms of torment. Some figures are depicted allegorically to represent moral and spiritual conditions. These figures symbolize the disasters and tortures that befall the damned. Purpose and impact of the art. Bosch's Hell panel and the Garden of Earthly Delights triptych, in general, are seen as works that critique the religious understanding of the time and the concept of hell. The panel aims to warn viewers about the consequences of sin and to guide them towards a moral path. In Bosch's art, hell is often combined with surreal and fantastic elements. The depiction of hell aims to impact viewers both aesthetically and morally. Bosch's intent with this panel is to warn people about the consequences of their sins and to guide them towards righteousness. This complex and striking work is a profound reflection of Bosch's artistic vision and the religious themes of his time. In the painting, there is a notable detail where music notes appear on the rear end of one of the figures. These notes were composed and played on the piano by the 20th century Spanish composer and conductor Xavier Montsalvatge. Montsalvatge created a piece based on these notes and performed it on the piano. This unique incorporation of Bosch's grotesque and allegorical elements into modern music reflects how historical artworks can be reinterpreted by contemporary artists. Montsalvatge's work demonstrates the intersection of art and music and how elements from historical pieces can inspire and influence modern compositions.